Hey guys, we're still here with John Eller from the Four Boys Racing Shop House Car Team. And John, you can attest to this by putting your car on this pull down machine and the things that you learn, just how much it helps when you show up at the track. Because when we get to our racetrack, we don't really have a lot of time to dilly around and we don't have a lot of practice. So, how important is it to unload fast because of this data that you acquire?
So the first time we ever pulled the car down, we went to East Lincoln Speedway for a first time I'd ever seen the place. So we knew what we had before we left the shop. We got down there. We had a very short test run on a Friday night before the Saturday night race, and we unloaded, and the car just drove like an absolute dream. It was fast. I never knew what a fast lap around there was, so I didn't really have a gauge. But I was told by the locals that we was getting it. So it was a super easy car to drive, and that was something that I was just used to being up on the wheel and bear hugging it, to where this was just, you relax, the car's right, it's the front's where it needs to be, the rear's where it needs to be, the grip level was where it needed to be before we ever left the shop. And when we got to the racetrack, that attested to the rest, and I was sold on it from then on.
Absolutely, and like you said, time is a precious thing, and also for your confidence behind the wheel, because you don't want to have to come in from hot laps and throw the kitchen sink at it right off the bat, because that qualifying lap that you're about to have to go to lay down is probably the most important lap of the night.
It is the most important lap of the night, and you want to have the confidence to drive it in as deep as you can, as hard as you can, and make as much speed as you can. But also, we have to get back and repair everything at the next week, so you don't want to tear it all to pieces. So having the confidence to drive it and knowing that it's right, and you just have to drive what I've driven before we ever done this to understand how important that is. But it's just incredible.
And also, you can attest to this. You can buy a set of shocks, you can buy quarter panels, you can buy bodies, you can buy a special motor and a special gear, whatever you please, but you can't put a price tag on learning what your car needs to fit where you want it to be.
Absolutely. From just the first car we pulled down to pulling it down again to pulling my new car down, there has been differences and variances that we knew where we needed to be. And with the pull down data and the data acquisition that's available nowadays, it's another tool in the toolbox. So why would you not use it? This stuff costs a lot of money to go and just burn test laps, and to put laps on your engine, to burn tires, to everything it takes to go on just to the racetrack, just up and down the road, takes a lot of money. And you're getting all the data stuff, you're getting everything you're going to learn at a test without your driver error, because us as drivers, we make errors, we make mistakes. You cannot run the same lap twice. You can try, but odds are you're not going to do it. This takes all that out, and you are reading the straight up exactly what it is, down to the 32nd of an inch. Every time you make a move or a change, it tells you.
And that's what you're hearing straight from the mouth of the man who has to wheel this 2,300-pound beast around a racetrack and wants to get the most that he can out of his race car every time.